Big.
Fuck. Scared the shit out of me.
Still waiting on your cue.
Okay.
Oh, I started, baby.
Yeah, you started. Oh,
I already started.
fucking dickhead.
Wait.
Nerds. Wow.
Oh, yeah. As you can see, there's no cans today.
Nah, we started early today.
So we get coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee.
I got a pumpkin spice latte.
From nowhere.
From a place you've never heard of before.
Yeah.
It's called like Farschmucks.
Yeah, far schmucks. They're schmucks that are really far.
Well, welcome back, you fucking nerds. I'm Matt.
And I'm Mike Lee.
And this is Big Effin Nerds. And you
What?
need to get ready to learn some shit.
Okay. Scared the fuck out of me.
How's it feel?
And you. I'm sorry.
All right, let's see. Real quick, I found out today's Stephen King's birthday. 1947.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Didn't
King
know
of
that.
Horror.
That was the only interesting thing I could find today in history. Or at least that I found kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
because history's boring as fuck.
No, it's not. Cool as fuck. Don't you remember the fucking Napoleon getting attacked by bunny stories? Come on.
Yeah. That's right.
I got some good ones. I got two good ones here, or a couple. Let's see. So, Pope Gregory IV, he declared a war on cats in the 13th century because he said that black cats were an instrument of Satan. Because of this belief, he ordered the extermination of these felines throughout Europe. However, this plan backfired, and it increased the population of the plague-carrying rats. Congratulations, you played yourself.
So he was the cause of the Black Plague?
I'm not the cause of it, but he didn't help it. That's for sure. He definitely helped it spread.
Because cats were the ones that were. That's why you got to leave wildlife alone. Honestly, That's like a whole the whole evolutionary chain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just natural
selection, as they say, or that's like that Darwinism shit.
You take out the one thing that's like taking out all the rats,
Rats got free reign. Now they're taking you out.
and then they cause the Black Plague. So leave nature alone, and we will be fine, people.
For the most part, yeah. So let's see. So, interesting little quick one. During World War II, a Great Dane named Juliana was awarded the Blue Cross Medal because she extinguished an incendiary bomb by peeing on it.
Nice.
That's a good girl.
That's a good girl.
And then this other one I found interesting. They think that Alexander the Great was accidentally buried alive. Because scientists believe that Alexander suffered from a neurological disorder called, some French-ass name, Guillain-Barré syndrome. They believe that when he died, he was actually just paralyzed and mentally aware. Fucking terrifying.
Oh, shit.
But he can't say anything, so he's just like...
Bro.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, that'd be terrifying. I would hate to have that happen to me.
That'd be something.
Be pretty much a vegetable, and then just... They're like, oh, well.
Just tossing dirt on you, and you're like... Internally, no!
What would suck is, like, you know how they close your eyes?
Yeah.
Right? So it's like your soul doesn't leave your body or some shit like that. But can you imagine, like, you're paralyzed, so you can't even move your eyelids. They close your eyes, and you're just feeling... Like, you're probably feeling the stuff or whatever. Or... Oh, God, that's actually terrifying.
That's like
terrifying to think about.
That's kind of like that shit where people get put under anesthesia for surgery and stuff. So they're, like, asleep, but they're, like, brains awake.
Yeah.
So they're, like, just totally, like, for all intents and purposes, visually just, like, totally under, put asleep. But in their head, they're feeling all that shit. Oh, that shit is terrifying.
Good.
That's always been probably one of my, like, slightly irrational fears about, like, surgery. I'm like, what if I'm that one guy that's, like, just sitting there on the table, just, like, dead. But then just, like, in your head, just like, motherfuck.
Irrational fears. Just like, I mean, isn't thalassophobia considered a rational fear? Because people are afraid of the unknown of that open space, right? Like,
yeah.
Have you ever seen those videos of, people obviously edit the stuff, but they'll be, like, having a CGI character of you and some other person swimming underneath the water. Then all of a sudden, like, a giant anglerfish comes out of nowhere, and then an even bigger anglerfish comes out of water.
Always a bigger fish.
Always a bigger fish.
Qui-Gon said that.
But, that's essentially where that fear is coming from. It's not so much that they don't like the open space, but the what's in that open space that they can't see.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that's so much of an irrational fear. I think irrational is more like something that you're so terrified of happening, but the chances of like actually happening are super low. Like, like for me, like I'm always irrational fear of like coming up to a green light and I'm like, it's just gonna skip yellow and just red. That's my irrational fear.
I would still argue a little bit about thalassophobia, because of the principle of it. But I mean, yeah, that is kind of a dumb fear. I don't even know if you would consider that a fear. That's just more of an annoyance that you just want to avoid.
What, the stoplight?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you want to avoid ultimately because then it's going to end bad. I felt like that's what happened when I was like driving with my old ex-girlfriend and we were coming up to a green light and all of a sudden I felt like it just went green, red. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? I was halfway into the intersection.
Yeah, that's a good time.
So yeah, that was great.
People are fucking, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, I'm fucking driving here.
People totally talk like that in California. What are you fucking doing, huh? Oh, fuck.
They'd be 10 times more annoying.
Yeah. Blue hair. What are you fucking doing?
Can you a Jersey Karen or a New York Karen? Wow, that's intense.
You don't fuck with those. That's like next level Karen. That's like gold medal Karen.
Platinum Karen.
All right. So let's see. Where do we want to start today?
I don't know. Welcome back though, but I mean, we kind of changed our little layout.
Switching it up. We got a little table.
Yeah, a little table. A little bit of a newscaster action.
The little
here on Channel 4 News.
Channel 4, and then today, Florida man.
Today in geek news,
it's always a Florida man.
Well, I would like to say that I kind of been getting back into shows lately, right? And I obviously started watching Miss Marvel. I haven't finished it.
More than last week?
Yeah, I haven't finished it, but I got at least I think to episode 4.
Are there 6 or 8?
I actually have no idea. So I'm literally watching blindly, just like I don't know how many episodes are left. And
is it getting better?
It's getting better. It's not as slow, but there are a lot of like spaces in between action.
Yeah.
Right. And kind of sucks because like nothing's, at least to me, I feel like not a lot being explained, and I mean, as of right now, up to episode 4, it's all right. It's all right. It's not too bad.
Good enough.
Could have been a lot worse.
Well, that's good. Because I remember
Let's just say that
we first saw it. I mean, I was super like, meh.
Oh, the trailer for it?
Yeah, I don't think they did. Weren't really doing themselves any favors there.
No, not at all. I mean, off of the first 2 episodes, that's kind of like the trailer. That's what I felt about it. But then after the first 2, it was kind of, ooh, all right, let's see where this goes.
Yeah. Ooh, you know what? I think we forgot to talk about last time was the latest story trailer we got for God of War Ragnarok.
That's right.
Man, I want to play that.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen the trailer or the story trailer, because they didn't really show too much gameplay again. But
yeah, but then again, I mean, like all the cinematics and shit. If it's like the last game, that's all in-engine footage, like gameplay, more or less. So
true. So it may
cool.
be, but yeah. I mean, what did you want to talk about? Because I feel like I know
about God of War.
Yeah, which part of the trailer?
Let's see. I don't know. It was also good.
Because I had the one part that I was like,
it looks like you're gonna be cool with. I don't know if it's Fenrir, but I see them with the wolf, so it's probably gonna be like Skull or Hati, which I'm guessing is Skull.
Maybe. I think they had both. They had 2 wolves in that shot, but when the moon started moving away from the eclipse, you saw
when
the
he
one
shot
wolf.
the whole sky like a zipper, like
yeah,
that was fuck. Oh, it looks so good.
So
I know one of the realms that we see them running around in, where they're like kind of on those rocks in the sea, kind of shit, whatever. I think that's Svartalheim.
Svartalheim,
the light elf. Yeah,
the light elf.
No, because that was Alfheim.
Yeah, Alfheim is.
Svartalheim's the dark elf.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah, so I think that was Svartalheim we saw,
and
we're gonna get to go to all of them. They said on this one. So
didn't we kill the king in the last? Well, I mean, there's probably a successor, but
yeah, Yeah, and I know we're gonna have to deal with the repercussions of that because they definitely foreshadow that in this first game. Because like the king, after you kill
Yeah.
them, he says some shit, and Kratos is like, "What do he say?" Atreus is like, he says like, "You don't know what you just did," basically.
That's right. It's basically like saying you chose wrong.
Yeah.
And I mean, based off of the events that are happening, I mean, you can kind of tell, like, yeah, okay, maybe we did, but
Yeah.
fuck that, fuck the gods, like, fuck this pantheon too. I thought the last pantheon was bad. This one's kind of being
This one's
annoying.
even worse.
This is annoying.
Dude, real quick, that end shot where we finally see Thor and Kratos squaring off. They both throw the axe and the hammer.
Yeah.
Tink! So yeah, we were saying, I don't know if it's going to be able to throw and catch it.
Just
so it
like
looks like that will be.
Yeah,
the
just like the
MCU.
movie.
So I guess that will be sort of what's going on.
That was sick though, because like I remember just like, oh God, I remember when we first see it happen. He throws it. You see Thor in the background, just
They call him back.
They call him back, and they're about to. I was like, oh my God.
Dude, that was like the whole trailer. I was like, dope. But then that part at the end, I was like, whoa! We finally got to hear Odin in that trailer. Which I gotta say, like for Odin's voice actor, I mean, I'll give him a shot, because it's more than just that one little sentence he said. But that wasn't exactly how I imagined him sounding,
What, like old?
Yeah, well, no, not like he sounds old. He sounds kind of.
Well, he sounds old.
Yeah, I mean, he sounds older.
Old.
But I guess I was expecting
not like Zeus.
Maybe more like a Kratos type of, deep, like, hey, Kratos. But he's kind of like, hey, Kratos.
For the Allfather, I don't know. I feel like it was an appropriate voice. I didn't really think too much of it.
Yeah, no, like I'm not tripping about it, but I was like, when I first heard it, I was like, oh, it's not what I expected.
Wasn't me.
Sure shit wasn't me.
It was probably her.
Yeah, keep it down over there.
Yeah, quiet on the set.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, sorry about that. These allergies today are a bit
Yeah, it's funny.
Annoying.
I forgot to take my pill, and then when we were on the way here, whenever I forget, I'm just like driving, and then I'll feel like the slightest tickle. I'm like, oh yeah.
You ever feel like that's the placebo effect? Oh, there it is.
Every time.
But like the placebo, like you don't even think about your allergies, but then once the second you think about, oh wait, did I take my medicine? Then it's all like, oh, here are the allergies, motherfucker.
Your brain's like, ha, gotcha.
Deploy. Oh, achoo.
Hold. And they're like, oh, did I take that?
Go.
Excuse me.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
There's that too.
Every time.
And
I'm not even having, carbonated drink this time.
Yeah, so that's weird. Matt's just gassy. Let's just leave it at that. Matt's just gassy. So yeah, the last trailer though definitely made me more excited.
Yeah.
But I'm still trying to keep expectations low because I like to be blown away by these games. I don't want to be sitting there like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Which I am at the point now with this last trailer where I'm like, okay, stop with trailers. No more.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're going to do one more. There's going to be a release trailer, so there's going to be at least one more. Which they probably won't show like too much new shit.
You think there'll be a release trailer? I mean, it's kind of...
There almost always is. There's a launch trailer.
Oh, okay, like the day or like the days after.
Yeah, around there, there's always something. So they probably won't show too much new shit, but since we saw like the final clash with Thor and all that, and I was like, all right, I kind of wanted to save that. It was cool as hell, but we didn't see much. But at the same time, like, okay, stop.
I liked it for the atmosphere. Like we know it's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah.
We know that Thor and Kratos are about to fucking go down.
Yeah.
And I saw, what was the scene with Freya?
Where
what happened? That it seemed like she was almost gonna turn, like she's gonna. I don't know, like she softened up.
Yeah, which kind of I foresee happening, because I don't know. She's like they said at the end of the first game. He's like, why was she so mad? And Mir's like, you killed her fucking son, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, give her time. And they hinted at the end of the first one, since we see her now actually using her sword against us.
Yeah.
But she couldn't in the first game because Odin took her wings and her warrior spirit and everything. So we always saw her sword just on her back, which in the mythology, I think, or whatever, that's her brother's sword, Freyr, I think. And his sword is like a sword that just fights on its own.
Oh,
You know?
for real?
Yeah.
I didn't
So
know
we're
that.
wondering if we're going to see that. But now, since in the trailer we see her actually attacking us with a sword, we're like, oh, she got her warrior spirit back. And Mimir mentions it at the end of the game, at the end of the first one. Like I think when you were in Jotunheim and left
Okay.
Mimir behind,
Yeah.
I think you were there for a while, like in Midgard time, because Fimbulwinter already happened.
Yeah, because when you come back, they were already hinting towards like
Yeah.
things are changing and all that. And
Yeah.
then this game's supposed to be taking place how long after?
4 years or 5 or so.
Or
That's about how
years.
long Fimbulwinter
Yeah,
is, like 4
and
or 5
obviously
years.
Atreus has gotten older.
Yeah, he's like 15 or something, 16
Which is
now.
weird because he's part god.
Yeah.
They're aging like normal.
Yeah. It's like you get
That's the thing that's kind of been confusing me a little bit.
Yeah, I guess you got to just suspend disbelief on that. What were we just talking about?
We talked about the wolves, we talked about Freya, we talked about Thor.
Oh yeah, I was saying they teased it at the end when you were in Jotunheim when Mimir tells you, "Oh yeah, Freya came by while you guys were gone," and he's like, "Well, what did she want?" He's like, she's looking for her wings, her old Valkyrie wings." And you're like, "Oh, shit."
Do you think we're gonna have to take her on in our Valkyrie? Because that'd be an interesting fight.
In the trailer, we saw a couple more Valkyrie fights.
We did.
We saw him fighting with one, so I'm like, "Fucking again! I don't want to do this no more."
Gotta love the Valkyrie.
But you know, if you get hit with that, it's over. Start over.
Yeah. Yeah. So more Valkyries. That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
I was like, I know there are
for me-
more than just the ones that we saw. Because
Yeah.
that was just like the council or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, there's going to be some kind of crazy end game bosses, like just like the first one. There's going to be that shit again. Looks like we're going back to Muspelheim. I think we saw more Muspelheim in the trailer. I think we did anyway.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah. But it's cool. We're going to get to go to everywhere. Can't wait to see Asgard.
Asgard better be friggin' amazing.
And Valhalla,
Are we gonna get to go to Valhalla?
I think. I don't know.
I'd imagine so because
I feel like they'd be fucking up if they don't send you to Valhalla at least once.
yeah, because I don't know. In God of War, you've always gone to like the places that you never really thought about going to.
Yeah. And Kratos has a habit of going down to hell in the underworld and just saying fuck that and climbing back out.
Although, what if they use Valhalla? Like you go to Valhalla afterwards because Kratos dies,
And there's no escape.
but he dies a warrior's death. Then he gets into Valhalla.
But then he has to deal with Odin's bitch ass for the rest of eternity.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a twist? Because Valhalla is all the warriors that Odin is gathering for Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just killing each other and waiting.
But he caused Ragnarok.
Yeah, so that'd be funny. What if he dies, and then come Ragnarok? Now Kratos is like fighting for Odin.
Ooh.
Probably not, but that'd be crazy.
Well, it was like that theory that we talked about with. Well, there's that other theory with Kratos being the world snake.
Yeah.
Remember, we had gone and looked it up. We even saw the pictures of
Yeah. And yeah, that's interesting. We'll have to see what they do with that. And I'm because since we saw that Angrboda is coming in there, and she in the mythology is Loki's wife,
mm-hmm.
and she's who
she's all flirting with Atreus, and you're like,
this is weird.
Yeah, there's a little.
She's who he has Jormungandr, the world serpent, and like Fenrir and shit with. So
I'm very curious on how they're going to play the Norse mythology into all this.
Because they're staying pretty true to the mythology, but they're putting slight spins, so I'm wondering how they're going to spin that.
Well, yeah, they got to twist it to the game.
Yeah, although they did, in the first one, Jormungandr just says, like, he said something, and he's like, well, what do you say? Mimir's like, oh, he said the boy seems familiar to him.
So, yeah, because then he's like, who's that? Are you my dad? Can you imagine? Are you my dad?
Hey, what? Dad?
I still like how they made his voice. Like, you're thinking of this giant, right?
Yeah.
Who's a giant snake. And he's just... Whoa!
He wouldn't just be like, hey, you guys need to go over here and get this one thing. Okay.
Yeah. Or like a little bit of like reverb on his voice so it sounds like echoey or...
Put a whole fucking...
No, they made him like a giant...
That's crazy though. At the end, Atreus started understanding. Because at first
he
was
did,
like,
huh?
At first he was because that's his thing too. Like Mimir even says when he finds out he's a god, he's like, "What are my powers?" He's like, "We don't know yet." And Mimir's like, "But your faculty for language is fucking outstanding."
Yeah,
for
I do
your
remember
age
that.
right now. And it's pretty funny that Atreus teased, like, can I turn into a wolf? Yep.
Yes.
Loki can turn into whatever the fuck he wants.
So that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, God damn it. It's November, like, 9th.
I know. I mean, it's coming up fast.
So close yet so far. Damn. I know, like, since I got the Xbox, we just been playing that. I haven't touched my PS5 yet for a little while. But when that comes out, it's going to be the opposite way around.
Yeah, we've been
PS5.
I figured since we got onto the topic of Xbox, there has been a game that we've been playing quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. So, Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, brand new. It's not brand new.
I was like,
it's not brand new.
2018 was the release of
brand
Sea of
new,
Thieves.
brand new for me. But god damn, I'm a fan of that fucking game.
It's a pretty fun game. The ocean looks awesome.
Like the characters and whatever islands and enemies and all look kind of cartoony, but like the water when you're out there, especially when the sun's like shining through the water, like damn.
Oh yeah.
Or the moon even.
Remember that one time we literally waited and watched the sunrise, and we we're like, wow.
Yeah, we were stopped at a dock and we could see the sun just peeking up, and we just sat on the edge of the ship.
And the fact that a game made you feel that way was awesome.
And I love that every time you sit there, they play some super like insightful kind of like music, just like.
Oh yeah, like as if you're sitting there and pondering on thoughts, and you're just like, oh,
that game is good.
Where has my life gone?
Yarr.
Yarr.
That fucking shit is so good. So surprised how much I like it. Which, like I said, I was kind of already looking forward to Ubisoft Skull and Bones a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But now since we're into Sea of Thieves, I'm like just that much more excited about it.
Yeah, coincidentally, we had planned on being pirates
before we started playing that.
Before we started playing that, before we were going to do it for Halloween, and then now I'm going to a Renaissance fair this weekend, so that's going to be pirate themed. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah. And now we're pirates for Halloween. It's even better. I often think about that. Imagine like back in like the Civil War or something, just like posted up in some field in Kentucky, no allergy pills, just
dribble down their freaking face and
your whole face
snot.
You're all just full puffed up, just like oh, and then you start getting shot at. Fuck.
I mean, they had somewhat of an idea of medicine. They had to have had.
Yeah, but I don't think they knew anything about allergy prevention. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I never heard anything about it.
I mean, not pills, but they use herbs and stuff.
Sure.
Because, like, what was it? Alchemy? Right?
Well,
alchemy in the back in the
that.
olden times. And then after that, and, slowly started growing, and now they're taking all our money. What?
Yeah.
What happened?
Nah, man. I'm spitting facts.
But speaking of taking money, we've had our fair share of money getting taken from us in Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, it's a pirate game. Can't get too mad. But I will.
Matt definitely does.
You motherfucker.
Me, I seek that revenge. I was like, I definitely want to come back after him and be like, you.
Speaking of which, you can watch some of our latest gameplay on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I decided to record one of our sessions, and we got to fight the Kraken and the Meg at the same time.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that was great.
And it should have just been the Kraken.
It was great. We
fuck.
Cost
me money, you fuck.
Me and a buddy of ours, we were fucking around a little bit too much. You could actually summon the Meg as well.
Now, there's a certain like shanty you can play,
and it summons the Meg, but that's what we were trying to summon, and all of a sudden the water got really black.
Yeah, it was
really
funny,
dark.
Because I heard when the Kraken comes, the water gets black and really dark like that,
like ink.
But I'd never seen it, so I was like, I wonder what that looks like. And then I was just piloting the ship, and then I just saw the water just black, and I went, so that's what that looks like.
It was eerie. It was definitely creepy.
It was funny how just quick I knew. I saw it. And I was like, there it is. Damn.
Yeah.
And then I just turned around to grab more cannonballs, and I turned back to the cannon, and a shark just breached the water, and I was like, what the fuck?
So,
no!
Check out that exciting gameplay footage. That's it's going to be on the YouTube channel. You can check it out there. It's pretty fun.
Place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Matt were discussing on shows that we have yet to watch. Like, for me, it would have been like Breaking Bad. Matt's seen Breaking Bad. I have yet
to see it. Yeah. I still got to watch Better Call Saul. I wasn't too interested in that at first because, whatever. But I hear that shit's really good.
I have no idea who that is. So
he's the lawyer, Saul Goodman. He's a fucking Scummy lawyer.
As you can tell, I've not seen a single episode.
I am the danger.
Good Lord. Ugh.
Little like rabbit itch. Hang on.
Oh, dude, yeah. You do the rabbit wiggle?
Yeah.
But like, I've been trying to get Matt to watch. I mean, you want to read the books, I think.
What?
But I'm trying to get you to watch the House of the Dragon because that one.
Well, that's a prequel, so I guess I could watch that.
The only thing is that it
show.
follows one book.
Which one?
Fire and Blood.
Oh, that's one of the ones he made like after the because it's a prequel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the show House of the Dragon.
Targaryens. Is that how you pronounce their name? Targaryen?
Yeah. It's starting to get pretty...
Yeah, no, I hear people like it a lot.
His latest episode was fucking nuts.
That's Game of Thrones for you.
And I want to say, I dare to say that this season's a little bit more graphic.
Than Game of Thrones?
Yeah. In terms of, would you stop burping in the damn fucking thing?
Can't help it, I'm sorry.
Just over here trying to have a conversation.
Yeah, it being more graphic than Game of Thrones that's saying something.
It's not just graphic. I mean, I wouldn't say it's graphic in terms of like nudity or anything. Because Game of Thrones, I mean, that thing, yeah, it takes over. It had so much nudity in there. I was like, what the fuck is happening here? Didn't realize I was watching a softcore.
I mean, basically. That's what I always said about that show, True Blood. I'd be like, it's so good, it makes vampire porn.
Softcore
vampire you like vampire porn, dude. It's all good.
Yeah, no, this one's more graphic when it comes to the violence part. There's not too much violence as a whole, but when there are violent parts, it's violent. So it's, I mean, I'm a sucker for gore. I love gore.
Yeah. I think if it's done well.
If it's done tastefully, yeah. That's actually very true. Because like Saw was...
Yeah, believe it or not, there is such a thing as too much. Yeah.
Yeah, Saw was one of them. I'd still enjoyed Saw, but you know, it didn't do gore tastefully. I can't even think of like what would be doing gore tastefully right now.
Me either.
I feel like the Purge films did it a little bit.
I haven't seen the last one or two of them. I think I saw the first like 3.
But you've seen them and you've seen their gore. Yeah, it's not too bad.
No, they're pretty good. I still remember that fucking shotgun Ethan Hawke had in the first one where he had that fucking handle thing on top to rack the pump.
Oh, yeah.
That was dope. Total breaching shotgun. Just.
I mean, man.
Thing's definitely not made for, like, shooting people.
Yeah. I mean, anything can be made for shooting people if...
Well, yeah. I mean, but that thing's primary function is, blasting off door hinges and shit.
True. But, like, yeah, so... I digress. Breaking Bad, I've yet to watch. Matt has yet to watch a lot of shows. And, I mean, I'm always on him, but he's like, I want to read the books first. I'm like, fuck the books.
Yeah, and I just finished, like,
it takes a long time to read the books versus watching the show.
It does. And I take a long time to finish books. I don't just, like...
I wish I could. Because I've been enjoying reading lately, but I can't do it fast.
No, I'm not quick either. I'm take pretty long time to finish books.
Yeah.
And like, so sometimes I'll be reading, I'm like, wait, I have to go back. Okay. Now I'll read it. So I'd like realize I zoned out for a second.
But like one of those shows that I want Matt to kind of start getting on too, like right now, would be Rings of Power.
Hearing good things about that, yeah.
Yeah, Rings of Power is...
Which is good, because before that came out, people were already shitting on it,
Oh, yeah. And I don't think that... I mean, like I said before, it's probably because of The Hobbit. That's the last thing we got from anything J.R.R. Tolkien universe. And that kind of shot on everyone's hopes and dreams. I mean, it did on mine. I love Lord of the Rings. So
I still love that soundtrack though. The Misty Mountains Cold.
Oh, that was good. Yeah,
that's a good fucking.
Anytime the dwarves were fighting. Yeah,
that shit was good.
So.
Or first 3 episodes dropped, I guess, last night, but today.
I wasn't done with Rings of Power.
Okay.
Moved on quick.
Oh, I just saw it there, and I was like, ooh.
Ooh. Like, let's get off the topic of Lord of the Rings. No!
Let's get off the topic of shit I haven't seen.
Actually, I mean, we haven't seen Andor either.
No.
So,
But it looks cool.
but for Rings of Power, yeah, no, you need to get on that ASAP, Rocky, and especially because there's no fucking book to read before you.
Yeah, well, you could read like the Silmarillion if you felt strongly about it.
Yeah,
But that's like a Lord of the Rings encyclopedia, so I'm good. I'm gonna pass on that one.
although it's fun about the lore of that.
Yeah, because the lore is deep for Lord of the Rings.
It goes massively deep, and people don't realize that like it's a lot bigger of a universe than people think.
Oh, yeah, because Silmarillion's like and Rings of Power is like thousands of years before.
Oh yeah,
Fellowship and all that shit, right?
it's like 3,000. It's like before the
It's when
the big battle that you saw in the beginning of the Fellowship of the Ring. It's before that.
It's when Sauron was still a fucking dude, right?
No, he still had like his helmet and everything, and he's still a sorcerer. But it's before he got like even more power. So like he's right now he's in the process of growing said power.
It's before he still had his Lich King helmet, or the Lich King had his Sauron helmet because they totally based the Lich King in World of Warcraft off him.
Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah. But it's a good one so far. I like it. I also think that a certain character from The Hobbit was introduced, but I'm not too sure. I'm kind of just speculating. He just got. They haven't shown too much of him.
Who?
No, don't you worry.
I know.
You told me not to spoil anything.
I know. No, okay, you don't
watch the show.
Okay. I still got so much shit to watch. I still got to watch the new season of The Boys. I went through them earlier. I was like, I got The Boys. I got Rings of Power. I got House of the Dragon. I got to watch season 2 of The Witcher.
You still have to finish Game of Thrones.
I got to do that. I want to watch Better Call Saul. I still got to finish Westworld. Fuck.
But all we do is play pirates.
And now Andor's out. I got to watch Ms. Marvel. I got to watch She-Hulk. There's more Marvel shows coming out. Fuck.
These shows are coming out like rapid fire
bam,
now.
Bam, bam, bam.
Which makes me question the quality of them. Like, say for instance, like we just said, Andor came out. They launched the first 3 episodes, not even just the first one.
Or the first two, like Obi-Wan did, or Kenobi. I mean,
did Kenobi? No, Kenobi had one.
Launched with 2.
Did it?
Yeah.
I don't remember that shit at all.
Yeah, but the first 2 episodes were pretty slow, from what I remember.
Yeah,
but then it was good
because like Ewan McGregor didn't say shit for like a whole episode, pretty much.
Yeah, just looked like fucking hobo, just walking around the desert.
But yeah, Andor launched with the first 3.
So we'll have
I actually didn't know it launched.
Yeah, we'll get to talk about that next week. I'll definitely watch some of that.
A little bit more about that, but I guess there's people comparing it to Rogue One.
Well, yeah, because that's the same. The character, I forgot his name. I forgot the actor's name. Diego Luna, I think, is his name.
Yeah, the actor who dies at the end.
Yeah, well, they all died. One. They all. Spoiler alert for Rogue One.
No,
if you didn't already see
it. No, it's been a while.
I mean, we already spoiled it.
But... You better have seen Rogue One.
I mean, now. If you've seen Episode 4, how'd they get the plans for the Death Star? You know, everybody didn't make it.
They definitely died for a cause.
Yeah, which always cracked me up because they're like, Princess Leia got us these plans. I'm like, Princess Leia didn't do shit except get a fucking handoff, except do a baton toss, baton pass.
Typical politician, because she was a politician.
Mm-hmm. First and foremost.
But yeah, so it follows his story.
Yeah. It's a total rebellion story. I think he was saying too. He's like, there ain't gonna be no fucking Jedi's in this shit. There's gotta be one lightsaber showing up somewhere.
I don't think so.
No, I mean that'd be cool.
That didn't happen in
Rogue One.
Rogue One, it did.
Darth Vader showed up.
Yeah,
but until then, I mean, they had a Jedi, but didn't have his lightsaber. Donnie Yen.
Oh, that's right.
I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. All that shit.
Yeah, the blind.
Yeah, he was cool as fuck.
He was legit. I liked how they introduced like a little bit of kung fu shit.
Oh yeah, I just like how too. He just, he was like, I'm one with the Force, and just fucking started walking out into open blaster fire.
Everything around him is just fucking. And he's just, I am the Force. The Force is with me.
I am one with the Force.
You know that shit wouldn't happen in a real fucking fight.
I am one with the Force. Damn, that didn't take long.
Damn, he was supposed to be the special one that fucking free up whatever.
Now what are we gonna do? Shit.
Andor, yeah, like I said, I didn't even know it released until we were literally looking up stuff. Yeah. And I go and I see that. Oh, Andor released 3 episodes.
And
Excuse the fuck out of
yeah,
me.
I heard it was the 21st, but I didn't. I think it must have launched like late last night, maybe midnight, probably. I think.
I kind of just
Yeah.
been out of touch with Star Wars stuff as of late.
There hasn't been much to keep up with after Kenobi.
That is true.
Other than I think we got. Did we finally get a trailer for season 3 Mandalorian? I think, right? I think I saw one.
Did you?
I think.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was in it?
Mandalorian. No, I know they kind of. It looked like a bunch of callbacks to like season 2 and season 2.5 of the Mandalorian in the book of Boba Fett. Somebody call a wambulance.
And then you're gonna hear my dog downstairs.
Yeah, it was like season 2.5 of Mandalorian, aka the book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I know we got callbacks to that, like when he was talking to the armor or whatever, the gold armor, the armor,
Oh, okay,
the forger.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's like, "Have you removed your helmet?" And he's
Her,
like, "Yes."
the one that looks like a
Then you
Spartan
are,
warrior.
yeah, then you are a Mandalorian no more. I still love all those memes where I'm like holding the darksaber, bitch. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to right now?
Do you know who I am?
You're not a fucking Mandalorian anymore. How about that? Shut the fuck up. Talking all that shit.
That's hella funny.
But she's like a straight up like religious figure for the Mandalorian. Because the he's the Mandalorian. Like he said, like weapons are part of my religion. So like she's like, I guess they're sort of version of like a priest. I guess you could kind of look at it that way.
Yeah. Let's say more like a monk.
Yeah.
Probably like a monk.
Warrior monk, warrior priest type shit.
Yeah, warrior monk. That sounds about right.
I thought that was funny when they were sparring. She was just fighting with her fucking hammer.
Oh yeah, that's right, huh?
She was giving him the business.
Yeah. I don't remember seeing a season 3 trailer though.
I could have swore I saw something recently.
Because usually that would like pop up like first thing on Facebook. For me.
Yeah.
A lot of just nerdy shit, nerdy news. That'd be our next podcast, nerdy news.
Nerdy news.
Already copyrighted.
This just in.
Oh yeah, breaking news. We'll have someone actively looking for fucking.
What's that? Oh, okay, yeah. Here we got Jim over on. We have him on location at E3 over there, and he's. Hello, big Effin nerds. This is.
Hey, that'd be legit.
That's cool as fuck.
That'd be cool, actually.
But then I'd be mad. I'd be like, I want to be there.
Oh yeah, true. You would want to be out on the field,
Jim. How the fuck did you get there? Not me. This is backwards.
Or we have Marco do it. Marco would love that.
You heard it.
But you would never be on the podcast. No, I'm kidding.
Just kidding. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll have to start having.
We'll figure it
some
out.
folks on here.
But
right here, we are at 42.
Well, we got a little bit of time. I had to take a little bit of break. Well, a little bit of time meaning like not 3 minutes. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shows that we haven't really gotten into. I mean, I've been trying to just work and do other things, and TV kind of has been the last.
Yeah, and I'm watching shows even less. I mean, I haven't watched anything in a while.
Yeah, as soon as like he gets home, it's
Pirates.
like Pirates.
I just text them. I'm like, do you fear death?
Do you fear death?
Do you fear death, Captain Jack?
I love that. I just finished watching all 5 of them.
So good.
5, not just 3.
Yeah.
Although before I used to watch just the 3. I don't remember the 5th one. I did not remember it.
That was the one I was talking about with Javier Bardem.
Yes, as Salazar.
That was the Dead Men Tell No Tales one, yeah.
Yep.
Pretty good. For Johnny Depp being like Johnny Depp and Barbosa being like the only 2 remaining original characters in the movie. I think Mr. Gibbs is still in.
They all had him.
Huh?
They had Will.
Oh no, they showed up in the
Turner,
very end.
Very end, but still, they showed up.
Those last 2 movies, I'm like, yeah, Barbosa, Jack Sparrow, and like Mr. Gibbs and that other dude with the fucking fake eye. Those are like the only.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Those are like the only original characters remaining, pretty much.
But yeah, yeah.
Oh fuck.
Matt has spatial awareness issues.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like we're about out of time.
It's about that time.
It's about damn time.
We'll
in
have
a minute. I'm gonna need a.
Who sings that song?
I don't even know her name.
Oh.
What's her name? Lizzo? Okay,
Oh.
say Lizzo.
Well, you should keep it that way.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding. Sorry, buddy. But next week we will have our little. We'll have our thoughts about Andor so far. I'll definitely be starting that.
Maybe.
Promise. I said it. I said promise.
Matt said promise.
I said promise.
Shit.
Just kidding. No, I'm kidding.
I have to set time aside from pirates.
I gotta stop swashbuckling.
Fair.
I just want to do pirate shit with my friend.
So yeah, don't forget to check out the YouTube channel.
Yeah, we got
the
shit up.
podcast, the video podcast up on there, and now we're gonna have some gameplay footage from our times on the Xbox /PC stuff.
And now I got Game Pass, and we're gonna find more shit to play. So, possibilities are endless.
Yeah. So there's that. You can also check out the podcast on Spotify and Anchor.
Still there? Yep.
Still there. We never left.
We go check, just empty page.
Also,
my legacy.
Instagram. My legacy. Instagram tag name has been changed. It is now just Big Effin Nerds. Got rid of the podcast word.
Okay. This is the first I heard of this.
Yeah. I do a lot of changes without Matt knowing, and then he finds out the day of. So,
am I a joke to you? Yes.
So there's that. Also, you can email us at bigeffingnerds@gmail.com. We've also had some people ask if they could come on to the podcast. We'd love to have you.
No.
Matt, be nice.
No.
You're like, there's no room. Such a child. So yeah, we would definitely love to have more people on. We just want more people to engage. That'd just be more fun for us because me and Matt are ultimately persons. I think that's the right grammar.
Persons.
Persons.
People.
Matt, do you have anything else to say to the nerds?
Besides
calling them persons or persons people?
Person people. Let me see. Oh yeah, I think I was just gonna say yeah. No. Yeah, all right, later, taters. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.